cave paintings offer a glimpse into prehistoric human life, and a piece of that history roams freely here on the high desert.
We've got what could be some of the last specimens of the true Sorayas from the wild, now being called tarpans because of the concentration of those genetics. And if you had to start over, I don't know if it could be done because those genetics in the wild are always being diluted.
In the late 1870s, Russian explorer Nikolai Przewalski discovered a herd of wild horses similar to these.
Yeah, the true tarpan is going to have this gruya color, gruya meaning it's kind of a gray, but it's not gray because it's black and white mixed. That's the actual color of each hair. And they have the dorsal stripe and they have what's called the cobwebbing on their legs. It's a strong dun factor. And then they have the bicolored mane or even tricolored mane.
The pony-sized horses, also known as tarpans, were named for Przewalski, and in the 1960s were thought to be extinct in the wild. A Central Oregon man brought them back to life with a breeding program starting in the 1970s. In 1990, a Prineville couple took over the project, but years later became unable to care for the herd. That's when Equine Outreach stepped in 2012.
Somebody needs to take over this effort with that level of passion because I don't know that it would be possible to recreate what has been recreated.
As much as Equine Outreach volunteers don't want the breed to die out, legally they can't breed the horses.
The mares and the stallions for that matter are getting old. They're, just about to their point where they're not really breeding age anymore, so there is an urgency to this.
These and all tarpans living today are not a genetic replica of the primitive horses, but are bred to be lookalikes. Their most similar features: big round bellies, a black stripe down their backs, and their height, about half the size of an average horse.
These little guys, and I would say he's roughly 13 hands, can carry a 200-pound person easily. And I guess there were some remnants of the Hegert herd in Redmond, and people would try to pick them up if they could find them at sales because they were great kids' horses, game horses, work horses, ranch horses, even at this size, because they're so tough.
Gail Hunt is the founder of the Central Oregon Wild Horse Coalition. Every day the herd spends in foster care, she believes is a day closer to the end of a breeding project decades in the making.
We need somebody to take over this effort right now without any more time passing. This is it. And just because they're local doesn't mean that we should pass them off as being domestic or mundane. It just happens. I don't even know the reasons why. It originated in Redmond and Prineville. But nobody should let that mean that they're common or not critically important to the history of the world. We just got lucky.
Pretty darn cute horses.
They are really cute, and you heard in there, they're also really strong, can carry up to 200 pounds. I didn't try and get on one, but I'm pretty sure they could carry me, hopefully.
That would be wow.
Yeah, but if anyone's interested,
you weigh like a buck, okay?
A buck or two. If anyone is interested in adopting them, they can just go to equineoutreach.com. Joan is amazing at Equine Outreach. She pours her whole heart and soul into
I love it. Really nice.
everything there. So if you have any questions, I'm sure she'd be glad to answer them.
Yeah.
All right.
Perfect. And then coming up, Deb Tebbs, real estate.
The maven of all real estate, both here in Pronghorn and throughout
All
Central Oregon.
of the world.
That's right.